Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am going to take a lesson who did Patrick's homework for the students of class 6th, which is written by Carol Moore. Dear students, this is the story about a boy whose name is Patrick, and he was unwilling to do his homework which was assigned to him by his teacher. Dear students, when you have been given homework by your teacher, what you feel? Do you like homework? Do you do it yourself, or do you get help of someone in doing your homework? What homework do you usually have? Dear students, let's take the first paragraph of this lesson. Patrick never did homework. Too boring, he said. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo instead. His teachers told him, Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. And it is true, sometimes he did feel like an ignoramus. But what could he do? He hated homework. Patrick never did homework, too boring. Therefore, he was not interested in doing homework. What means homework? Homework means, dear students, the work which was given by the teachers for his students to do at home. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo instead. Instead of doing his homework, he liked to play hockey, basketball, and Nintendo is the name of a video game that he also liked to play. His teachers told him, Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. His teachers warned Patrick to complete his homework, otherwise he would not learn anything. And it is true, sometimes he did feel like an ignoramus. Dear students, it's a fact that he used to feel like an ignoramus. What means ignorant? Ignoramus means an ignorant person who lacks education. But what could he do? He hated homework. Who hated homework? Patrick hated doing his homework. Then one day he found his cat playing with a little doll and he grabbed it away. To his surprise, it was not a doll at all, but a man of the tiniest size. He had a little wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches and a high tall hat, much like a witch. Then one day he found his cat. Who found his cat? Patrick found his cat. What his cat was doing? His cat was playing with a little doll. Dear students, you are aware with this thing. Doll means a toy that you see little girls often playing with dolls. You may be also playing with dolls. And he grabbed it away. He caught it away. To his surprise, it was not a doll. He was surprised that it was not a doll. It was not a toy at all, but it was a man of the tiniest size. Tiniest means smallest size. He had a little wool shirt. Who had a little wool shirt? The tiniest man. He had worn a little wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches. He had also worn short trousers and a high tall hat, much like a witch. He had also worn a high tall hat, much like a witch. Which means, dear student, this tall hat is also worn by a witch, which means a woman who is having magic powers. He yelled, "Save me! Don't give me back to that cat. I will grant you a wish. I promise you that." Who yelled? The tiniest man yelled, cried when he was in trouble. He requested Patrick to save him from the cat. Don't give and not give him back to that cat. I will grant you a wish. I promise you that. If he saved him from the clutches of a cat, and he promised to grant him a wish. Patrick could not believe how lucky he was. Here was the answer to all his problems. So he said, only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester, that is 35 days, if you do a good enough job, I could even get A's. Patrick could not believe how lucky he was. It was difficult for him to believe that he was lucky. Lucky means, dear students, fortunate. Now he felt that he was lucky. Here was the answer to all his problems. How he get the answer to all his problems? By the help of a tiniest man. So he said, only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester. He wanted to get it done, his homework, by the tiniest man in a period of 35 days. In this way, he could get which grade? A grade. So he was able, so he would be able to get a which grade? A grade. The little man's face wrinkled like a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. He kicked his legs and doubled his fists, and he grimaced and scowled and pursed his lips. Oh, am I cursed? But I will do it. The little man's face wrinkled like a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. Oh, whose face was compared with a dishcloth? The little man's face was compared a dishcloth which was thrown in the hamper. Dear students, you have do you know the have you seen the wrinkles? Wrinkles means, dear students, that when someone comes in old age, that then you can see the wrinkles on someone's face. He kicked his legs and doubled his fists. How he was going to, we can say, show his disapproval. Who was going to show his disapproval? The tiniest man was going to show his disapproval by kicked his legs and doubled his fists, and he grimaced and scowled. Dear students, what means grimaced? Grimaced means disgust, anger, that was showed on his forehead, on his face. Oh, am I cursed? Oh, was I ill-fated? But I will do it. Now he was ready to do it, because he promised it with the Patrick. When he was in trouble at that time, he promised him to fulfill his wish. That is why, dear students, he would do it. Dear students, now I am going to translate into our mother tongue. Who did Patrick's homework? This is the title of the lesson. This is Patrick लड़कस नाव अमिस पन टीचर ने असाइन करमस होमवर्क मगर यह ने विलिंग आसान जहां यह होमवर्क करने खतर वुशी तहद खतर के क्या अगर तह त्रो पन टीचर मतलब होमवर्क तुस पसंद करान काम करने खतर गर तुस पान करान कि तुस कहीं हेल्प निवान सह करनस मज तो क्या होमवर्क तुम यूजुअली त्रा पन टीचर पैट्रिक सह हमेशा डिसइंटरेस्टेड आसान सह जहां इंटरेस्टेड आसान यह पन होमवर्क करनस मज he said he played hockey and basketball and instead सह हमेशा यह यम गेम गिंदान हॉकी गिंदान बास्केटबॉल गिंदान वीडियो गेम गिंदान तो पन टीचर his teachers told him Patrick do your homework or you won't learn a thing. His teachers warned him, तम वार्न करान कर से पन होमवर्क थ बड़ा इंटरेस्ट अदरवाइज हेक लर्न कर and it is true sometimes he did feel like an ignoramus. He used to feel so basan kun साथ कुन कि बिल्कुल बासान सह जन सह मतलब ignorant person, lack of education तमिस मज. But what could he do? He hated homework. मगर सह क्या मतलब क्या यह कि सह homework तमिस टीचर पन त्रावान तो that is he did not like to do it at his home. So सह करन के पन्ने गर. Then one day he found his cat playing with a little doll and grabbed it away. اَکہِ دۄہ وٕچھ تٔمۍ پَنٕنۍ یُس یہِ کیٹ ٲس سۄ ہسا ٲس گِنٛدان کَتھ سۭتۍ گژھان لِٹٕل ڈال چھِ أسۍ وَنان ٹاے یُس عام طور چھُ یِم تہِ لۄکچہِ کورِ تِم چھِ آسان یِمنٕے چیٖزَن سۭتۍ زیادٕ گِنٛدان تہٕ ہی گرٛیبٕڈ أمۍ کوٚر یہِ مطلب ہی کاٹ اِٹ أمۍ روٚٹ ٹُو ہِز سرپرایز یہِ گوٚژھ حٲران تہٕ یہِ نَسا ٲس نہٕ ڈال کینٛہہ یہِ ہسا اوس ٹاینیسٹ مین سمالٮ۪سٹ مین ہسا اوس یہِ أمِس ٲس لٲگِتھ کیٛاہ اوس أمِس لٲگِتھ ووٗل شٲٹ ٲس أمِس لٲگِتھ سمال شاٹ ٹراوزٲرٕس ٲس أمِس لٲگِتھ ہاے ٹال ہیٹ ٲس أمِس لٲگِتھ تہٕ سُہ چھُ لایک اے وِچ میٖنٕز گٔے جادوٗگرنی أمِس میجِک پاوَر آسان تہٕ دِس یُس یہِ ٹال ہیٹ چھُ یہِ عام طور چھُ آسان یہِ تٕمَے لاگان یُس یہِ جادوٗگرنی چھِ آسان یہِ یَلَڈ یہِ چھِ کرٛایِڈ کَران دَ ٹاینیسٹ مینَس چھُ آسان کرٛایِڈ کَران یَلَڈ چھُ کَران مےٚ بَچٲیِو سا مےٚ مہ نِیِو واپَس أمِس کیٹَس نِش کینٛہہ کہِ أمۍ کٔر اَکھ پرٛامِس بہٕ ہَسا کَرٕ اَکھ وِش اَکھ فُلفِل وِش اَکھ پیٹرِک سٕنٛز پوٗرٕ اگر ہَسا مےٚ بَچایہِ أمِس کیٹَس نِش تہٕ پیٹرِک اوس نہٕ بِلیٖوٕے یہِ کَران کینٛہہ پیٹرِک کوٚڈ ناٹ بِلیٖو ہَو لٔکی ہی واز ہِیَر واز دَ آنسَر ٹُو آل ہِز پرٛابلِمٕز یہِ اوس نہٕ بِلیٖوٕے کَران کینٛہہ یہِ کہِ بہٕ کیٛاہ آسہٕ فارچُنیٹ چھُس بہٕ چھُسا پٔزۍ پٲٹھۍ یوٗتاہ فارچُنیٹ چھُسا پٔزۍ پٲٹھۍ یوٗتاہ لٔکی کہِ یہِ ہَسا چھُ میٛانٮ۪ن یِمَن مُشکِلاتَن منٛز ہُنٛد سالوٗشَن تہٕ بیٚیہِ ٲس أمۍ سٕنٛز یہِ وِش پیٹرِک سٕنٛز تہٕ یہِ گوٚژھ یہِ میون یُس یہِ ہوم ؤرٕک چھُ یہِ ہَسا گوٚژھ یہِ کَرُن یَتھ ٹایمَس تامَتھ یُس یہِ ٹایم أمِس گِوَن فار 35 days أتھۍ اَندَر گژھِ یہِ کَمپٕلیٖٹ کَرُن کہِ تَمہِ سۭتۍ ہیٚکہِ أمِس یہِ میٖلِتھ کُس گرٛیڈ یہِ ہَسا ہیٚکہِ اے گرٛیڈ کٔرِتھ حٲصِل کُس پیٹرِک وٕچھُن آسہِ لِٹٕل مین سُنٛد یُس لِٹٕل مینٕز فیس رِنکلٕڈ لایک اے ڈِش کلوتھ تھرٛون اِن دَ ہیمپَر یُس یہِ لِٹٕل مینٕز فیس چھُ یہِ کیُتھ اوس باسان اِٹ لُکُڈ رِنکلٕڈ گٔے یَتھ تِم گینہِ آسان گٔمژ یِتھ کٔنۍ بٕجرَس منٛز چھِ گژھان یہِ چیٖز ییٚلہِ کانٛہہ بٕجرَس منٛز چھِ واتان یہِ تِژھ پٲٹھۍ چھِ گژھان تٔمۍ سٕنٛز یُس تُہۍ وٕچھِو تٔمۍ سُنٛد فیس آسہِ سُہ چھُ آسان رِنکلٕڈ تہٕ یہِ کیُتھ اوس رِنکلٕڈ أمۍ کوٚر کَمپِیَر یہِ ڈِش کٕلوتھَس سۭتۍ ڈِش کٕلوتھ چھِ مطلب سُہ کٕلوتھ آسان یُس أسۍ بانہٕ چھَلنَس لَگان چھُ تہٕ یہِ اوس آمُت تھاونہٕ کَتھ منٛز ہیمپرَس منٛز یُس یہِ ڈِش کٕلوتھ چھُ ہی کِکٕڈ ہِز لیگٕس اینڈ ڈبلٕڈ ہِز فِسٹٕس اینڈ گرٛمٕڈ یہِ چھُ وٕچھُن کہِ اَمہِ سۭتۍ پَنُن یُس یہِ ڈِس اٮ۪پروٗوَل اوس ہاوان یہِ اینٛگَر اوس ہاوان یہِ بیٚیہِ اوس ہاوان کِکٕڈ ہِز لیگٕس ڈبلٕڈ ہِز فِسٹٕس اینٛڈ ہی گرٛمِسٕڈ بیٚیہِ اوس ہاوان یہِ پَنُن اینٛگَر پَنُن ڈِسگَسٹ یہِ اوس گژھان نوٚن أمۍ سٕنٛدِس چہرَس پٮ۪ٹھ اینٛڈ پٔرسِوڈ ہِز لِپٕس او ایم آی کٔرسٕڈ أمۍ دوٚپ بہٕ سا اِل فیٹِڈ بَٹ آی وِل ڈوٗ اِٹ مگر أمۍ کوٚر ایٚگری بہٕ ہَسا کَرٕ یہِ مطلب سُہ پرٛامِس یُس أمۍ أمِس سۭتۍ وعدٕ اوس کوٚرمُت کہِ بہٕ ہَسا کَرٕ یہِ چٲنۍ ہوم ؤرٕک مطلب سُہ کٲم ییٚمہِ ساتہٕ یہِ ٹرٛبلَس منٛز اوس وٮ۪ن دِ کیٹ واز سیوٕڈ یِژ پھِرِ یہِ بَچو یِم کٔمۍ بَچو یہِ بَچو پیٹرِکَن ییٚمہِ ساتہٕ یہِ کٔمۍ سٕنٛز نِش بَچووُن تٔمِس کیٹَس نِش کُس بَچووُن دَ ٹاینیسٹ مین تَوَے چھُ گوٚو یہِ تیار کہِ بہٕ ہَسا کَرٕ أمِس سُہ پَنُن یُس سُہ پرٛامِس چھُ بہٕ ہَسا کَرٕ پوٗرٕ تھینٛک یوٗ